Welcome, everyone, to the HP Halftime Report. We're in the heart of the NBA season. Let's keep the beat. The Sacramento Kings ahead against Miami. Things have been working for them in big ways as they look to keep this winning streak going. And Tyreke Evans, no problems tearing up the scoring against Miami. He's got 7 points and has also chipped in with a few steals. And on the other side, Miami's still scrapping. They're a powerhouse rebounding team, and it's been more than apparent in this one. LeBron playing well in the first half. He's got 7 points, not to mention a few dimes as well. The two players who've had an easy time finishing off around the rim, here are your leading scorers. Now let's check out other NBA action as we go. Over at Phillips Arena, it was the...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Here is House.
Guys, the focal point was not defense for the Kings last season. A lot of easy looks were gained by the opponents, and it resulted in them being one of the worst in the league in terms of field goal defense.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Paul Westphal. Chen, he's in at small forward. Bill Boykins out there with Richardson. Then it's Darnell Jackson, and it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And I like the aggressiveness defensively, forcing that mistake.
The outside leaner, drained for 2 points. Good observation, Clark. Bad D for Sacramento. You've got to begin someplace, and they don't even have a lockdown defender that I can think of off the top of my head.
No, and Kevin, they're so young that they don't really have a concept of team defense. So you would hope as a Kings fan that the experience that Sacramento's players have gotten the last couple of years will start to pay off, and they'll grow to be a more well-rounded defensive club as a unit.
Everybody's running. The 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
He has looked very comfortable from three-point land today.
Well, the bulk of his points, that's where they've come from. Boy, Kevin, you have to take better care of the ball, and they just haven't done that this half after doing a good job in the first.
Yeah, you can tell they're getting frustrated defensively out here. All these three-pointers falling.
Yeah, Steve, they're ready to throw their hands up. You can see it. The frustration is very visible. I mean, when you spread the floor and shoot the 3 the way they've done here in the second half, it's really hard to defend. You know, looking at Jason Thompson, he saw his overall output decline last year, but it was mostly attributed to a drop in playing time. I mean, he still scored and rebounded at about the same rate per minutes played.
From the arc, that's good.
Boy, he's been so cool out there, composed, never rattled. I mean, a very steady contributor to the offense.
Clark, you mentioned Thompson's minutes. Saw them go from over 30 a game to, Steve, about 23 a game last season.
Well, and that's a direct result of the Kings drafting DeMarcus Cousins. And I think Jason Thompson could be a very productive player for somebody. It'll be very interesting to see, the next couple of years if he's not traded, or if a team doesn't see that potential and come in and make Sacramento an offer, because I think he's wasting away behind Cousins.
We've got a moment to see the league leaders in steals. And you look at Wade. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court. Here's Jones. 5 points in the game. Outside Anthony. Now here's Jones. Deflects the pass. Nelson with the steal.
They just haven't been as solid as they were earlier in the game in terms of taking care of the basketball. Now, they were playing so well offensively, and that's led to this double-digit lead.
Guys, no resting on their laurels. They continue to get after it as if they might even be down. That's how they're playing, with that kind of attitude. It's really been an ugly game for him as he continues to give the ball away on offense, guys.
Jones with it. Evans picks him up. For 3, Bibby, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Bibby's got 5 now. And here comes Nelson. beyond the arc, and another three for Sacramento.
Now, these wide open threes have been their undoing. You have to locate shooters and get a hand up.
Yep, you do, Steve. And even if it means having their assigned defenders stand at home on three-point shooters, I mean, that would be a worthwhile strategy to pursue because you don't want to give good shooters open threes.
The first free throw is good. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Miami. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Jason Thompson, he's checked in for Nene. Jackson comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Jason Richardson, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Eugene Jeter in for Jameer Nelson.
They've been very casual offensively, and I think it's really hurt them.
Yeah, it has hurt them, Steve, to the tune of 7 points yielded off turnovers in this quarter alone.
And no problem at the line here for the three-point play. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, really at both ends of the floor. Nothing seems to be going their way.
What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
They can do no wrong offensively.
Everything's dropping, guys, and that confidence, it gets infectious and contagious. You know, you take a look at the makeup of the Heat and the offensive numbers last year. Not a ton of assists, but a lot of free throw attempts, FTAs we call them. Seemed like they just played to their strengths, and a lot of that was isolating their star players.
Here's Jeter, right now averaging 7 points a game. Here's Chen, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. Well, Clark, you mentioned that stat about the Heat. Steve, surprising they didn't have more assists.
Well, they didn't have a true point guard running things. Mike Bibby was more of a jump shooter, same with Chalmers. But I think a lot of it is that they play very isolation-heavy basketball, as Clark mentioned.
Wade outside. Thompson comes with the double team. Fires from the wing. And it's Miami with another.
He had his head up and was looking to make that pass all the way. You love that unselfishness.
For three, gets it to go.
They continue to go through him, and why not? I mean, he's the leading scorer in this game.
Another steal.
That's turnover number 4 for him in this quarter. He's got to do a better job. Man, offensive execution has been the story here, just playing beautiful basketball.
And, guys, you can see it in their advantage in field goal percentage. I mean, you get high-quality shots, you're usually going to shoot well. They're playing outstanding basketball.
Took him no time at all on that one.
You know, even though it's transition, he's got the green light to fire from there if he has a good look at it.
Another steal. Oh! Did you see that? Whoa! Oh, that was something else. Let's see that again on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Are you serious? Between the legs in a real game? There's the makings of a legendary dunk.
Forget about plays of the week. That one will be one of the plays of the season.
It already is.
All I know is he's lucky that thing went in. If he'd missed that, can you imagine how his coach would have reacted?
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Ilgauskas is checked in for Juwan Howard. LeBron comes in for James Jones. Eddie House subbed in for Mike Bibby. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Jason Thompson, he's checked in for Nene. Green comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Francisco Garcia, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And Earl Boykins is subbed in for Jameer Nelson. Launches a three. Good on the shot.
You know, he's really one of those guys that you just have to sit back and really appreciate, fellas. I mean, he is a marvelous offensive player.
They just continue to cough the ball up, and this game in jeopardy, no doubt.
At this point, you'd settle for a tough shot. Any shot. Just don't give the ball away.
And he makes the first.
That's amazing. They have yet to miss a free throw this half.
And as calm and collected as they look up there, I'm not sure they'll ever miss one the rest of the way.
That's tipped. Here's Miami now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And the key to that game.
Here's Evans. He's picked up by LeBron. Looking to end the run. Good.
Probably time to bring an extra defender, change up the defense a little bit.
Well, Steve, he's been so good. I think they got to take the ball out of his hands right now.
Haslam's out there with Joel Anthony. Then there's Eric Dampier. And it's LeBron James. And it's Wade in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
The water has been choppy for him since halftime from a turnover standpoint. He had just one in the first half, but that number has skyrocketed since.
Here's Wade. And it's Nelson picking him up. Wade outside. There's the dish to LeBron. The turnaround. That's good. LeBron's now got 7 points for the quarter.
And you can see the strategy has been to take the ball inside here.
That's where you get high percentage looks and draw fouls, Steve, and it's a good way to play.
From 6 feet, again, Sacramento.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
He has not done a good job taking care of the ball here tonight. 4 turnovers for him.
He faded back on that one to give himself some room.
He's had a big half from beyond the arc. When he's this hot, the green light doesn't get much greener.
It's 1-on-1. And power down the jam.
There isn't anybody in the building that didn't appreciate that throwdown.
Well, Steve, that's as fancy a finish as you could possibly get.
A serious degree of difficulty on that one.
What's he doing out there? He's got to be more careful.
He sure does. They can't afford these kind of mistakes. Every possession is critical right now in the fourth quarter.
That drops.
This has all been about him this quarter. I mean, their lead is safe if he keeps up this kind of play.
Chen gets the reach-in call. That's his 5th foul.
Well, if you want to win a championship, you really have to have multiple stars. That's why Miami went after LeBron and Chris Bosh.
Good. Wow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe I just saw that. Did you see that happen? My eyes got to be playing tricks on me here.
No, I don't think so, Clark. That was real.
No,
I mean, real.
I saw it too, Clark. It was real.
Here's Wade. There's the triple. That's good.
Boy, he's pouring it on right now. He's giving them a real injection of energy this quarter.
Here's Chen. Oh, mercy! Rips down the 360 jam.
He threw down that 360 like it was no problem at all. That's insane skill.
The guys on the bench are just falling all over themselves.
Yeah, they loved it.
One of the plays of the year, possibly.
And the Kings making a change here. Richardson's checked in. And he makes the free throw. Here's Wade. Another steal.
Now that makes a pair of turnovers for him just in the last couple of minutes, so got to be a little more careful with the ball out there.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Steve, you think they've been rattled?
Oh, they're rattled all right, and turnovers will kill you, especially with a team like this that can force turnovers and get out in transition.
Here's Thompson. And count the basket. He was fouled. And